Hello, 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 and welcome to the broadcast this evening. Today, you join us for PLR Season 3, Round 8, Tier 1 from Monaco. Today, join me in the commentary booth is Crew Steamers. Crew, how are you getting on? How are things?
Hello, mate. How are we? Nice to be back. This feels a bit more like it now. I've been used to having to listen to some bugger else, some crazy Scotsman talking with you.
Sure, stop the noise. I've had a few of the lads up here now at this stage, but always the more the merrier. Hello to Craigie out there as well, in fairness.
Grafting tonight, the lad is.
Yeah, exactly. He's probably on his break now watching us, jealous as anything, but sure, look, we'll try and do you proud, buddy. We'll try and do you proud.
I'm sure we'll be fine. I'm sure we'll be grand. But how was your week? How was your Spanish Grand Prix?
Oh yeah, the Spanish Grand Prix was a disaster for me. I had a nice little set of hards on, and I foolishly came in and changed the mediums on lap 13. I was thinking of the alternate strategy, and the safety car never came out. So, but anyway, that was my race. How was yours?
I've had worse.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
The old weeder.
I'm not one to gloat, but yay! No, sorry.
No, man, no, you got the bragging rights.
It was good. It was good to get the monkey off the back. It's been a long time coming, to be honest with you. But that Spidey man, bloody hell, he's a nice man, isn't he?
Spidey's a good chap now, in fairness to him, you know. But
he is.
In fairness though, Crew, like, you know, you pulled it out of the park, man, you know, since you've got your wheel and you've been putting the practice and the effort in. And it just goes to show to everyone out there in the grid that you can do it. Like, if you can do it, anyone can do it. Like, but you know,
well, you're not wrong, mate. All you turned around and said there, mate, is what I would have said. If I could do it, anyone can do it. You know,
that's it.
Just takes time getting used to. It's like anything. But anyway, Monaco evening/night race this week.
Yes. So we're going to be starting it off this weekend with the sunset. So we'll see the cars nice and glittery under the spotlights here at Monaco. Craig, Crew, it's a 19-turn track. It is a lap record in 2018, so it might be a little bit behind this game is, but of a 1:14.260 by Max Verstappen. It's a 2.074 mile or 3.337 kilometer track layout, and it is the one and only track that they don't go to the Grand Prix distance. They do it just on the laps, because the track is so small, tight, and twisty.
Yeah, it's for me, it's the best of all time. This track, it's just everything. It's just got its drama. It's got beauty when you're looking at it as a spectator. I mean, you've got to be precise. You've got to be on your A game 100% of the time, and there's no such thing as a switch off, relax moment of this track.
There really isn't, and a track that's steeped in history as well, and folklore to almost a certain extent, with what could have been, if, buts and ands. But you know, history's been made at this track. There's been heroes and there's been zeros through the years, as we all know and see ourselves.
Yeah, I remember Olivier Panis winning this in '96. That's showing a bit of an insight into our age in the box, but that was a proper hero moment.
Jack DNF into the wall there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at him anyway. Oh, he must be using no traction. Very brave on the streets of Monaco, I must add.
Yeah. Well, the streets have no name. That one does. It's called Alpha Tauri Wing. The L.
Down into the hairpin. Now he goes. But yeah.
Interesting fact of this track. I don't know if it's a true fact all around, but something that I've noticed whilst I've been practicing the last few days is that you don't select 8th gear in this track.
No way.
The car doesn't speed up enough or get high enough of revs.
So it's a bit of a classic feel to it then. Oh man, Jack DNF just not liking this front wing at all. He's probably going to have to come in and check that out. But yeah, with the track itself, looking like it's a bit green at the moment out there, Crew.
Yeah, it does look a bit green. Yeah, it was it's going to be expected that we're being a road track, street track, sorry. I'm just having a bit of an issue with me comms on Twitch. Just bear me for 1 sec while I deal with it.
Yeah, no worries at all. You take your time there, but we're going to jump on board here with Liverpool fan. It looks like he's just about to start his lap. It's important for these guys to get a lap in early, because as well as the track with the traffic out there, other cars are going to be out there causing accidents and yellow flags and things like that. So if you can get a banker in now, pull into the pits and let the rest of the qualifying session unfold, as we see Liverpool fan into the second sector now, down into this hairpin, very tight, as you can imagine, the tightest corner on the calendar. That the drivers have to go more than 180 degrees lock with that, so it is difficult for these drivers with the steering wheel. Looks like, yeah, Liverpool bended into the wall under traction there, just out of the corner of the camera there, but we seen it starting and we seen it at the very end of it, cutting through the chicane there.
Yeah, I think it was the case that there was someone behind just getting out, which is fair enough.
Nah, that's alright. But yeah, these drivers brave to be using no traction control. Like, you lose a bit of front wing here, and you're ruining the rest of the race for yourself, really.
Well, yeah, it's an absolute war of attrition, this place. Two things for me, two key things for this track. The track position is God, number one, and number two, just survive. If you're in front of a gaggle of 5 or 6 cars and you're slowing them right down, it's up to them to think outside the box to get around you. You just keep doing what you're doing, and then, you know, be it if someone's got an undercut. I can see a few undercutting pit stop strategies happening just to get out of the traffic.
Some drivers will definitely have to be thinking off their feet and on the fly in this race. As you say, crew, to try and make a position, it's so difficult around here to pass, as we seen before with Senna and Mansell in the back in the day. Doesn't matter if you've got new tyres; it just genuinely doesn't. If you make that car in front as wide as this track, we all know drivers can do that. There's no way getting around unless you want to have an accident.
That's it. I mean, the two ways you have accidents on this track is if you take your eye off the ball for a split second, or you force something that isn't on. And 99% of the time around this track, it's not on. You know? Yeah. But if you stay right behind someone, it's going to be a case of, right, you've got to sit tight, force them to make the mistake, and if they make the mistake, you make sure you capitalise and you get past. Or, if you sit behind them, like I just alluded to, and you can't get past for a period of time, try considering an alternative strategy. It can be worth an extra pit stop. Because if you're being held up so much, you can make that time back out on track.
Just in fresh air, you know what I mean?
Just in fresh air, yeah. Running at 2 seconds a lot quicker for 10 laps as your pit stop.
Yeah, that's it. Like, you know, especially with other drivers losing time behind others. We're on board a PLR Owen at the moment. He's just going through the hairpin there, coming down now into Portier, where Senna famously lost the race win. Through the tunnel now he goes in the rain. One year they actually wet inside here because they were afraid it would burn up the tyres, so that's just a bit of trivia for everybody. Down into the chicane where they put barriers. A few drivers have tried to go for a swim there back in the day. Down to the back now where Maldonado tried to put Grosjean through the wall before. Into the swimming pool now, Max Verstappen corner. Now down to the second last corner now, and yeah, going into Anthony Nogue's last corner. Important to get the throttle down but not lose the rear. Onto the front straight and across the line for PLR Round into 8th position on a 112.065.
Yeah, good bench that for him. It's like you said before, get a lap out there and then just build, baby.
Well, that puts everyone underneath.
Oh, sorry, just TKD's just had a bit of a moment on the chicane on the exit of the tunnel. Just caught it on the exit.
See him there. Reset the track. He's lucky there now. This league doesn't disqualify people for ridiculous things like a quick reset the track, you know. Gobshite leagues out there somewhere, but not us.
In fairness to him, he did wait. I'm quite happy for people to do it as long as they wait for the other guys to go. There was a car approaching. He did let it go by before he did it, to be fair. So
with 9 minutes left on the clock, crew, there's a lot of drivers who haven't even put lap time down. Something tells me these drivers are a bit apprehensive about this track today.
You know, if they are, there's nothing to give it away why they would be. I can't see any problem with this.
No, the friendly barriers are there just to wipe the front left of your wing off or the front right tyre, you know, just a little swipe.
I mean, I love this track. I mean, when I was a kid playing Formula 1 97, I think I might be a bit of a sadist. I used to turn all the assists off and do a full race of this in the rain, just for the crack. Yeah, and it didn't go very well. But
that
it was just
F1
brilliant.
97, was it?
Yeah, F1 97. Yeah.
I'm aboard ALR Vintage right now, but do you remember the way when you used to use the cockpit view, the little bugs and all will come onto your driver visor? Right. I used to love it. Done that myself.
Passato's just gone P1 at the moment, 109.6. Very good time there. Oh, Page 109 dead. Wowzers. There may be some messes in some trousers with that one. Wow.
Well, that's today's battle, to be fair, and this championships battle really with Itchy as well, just thereabouts. But these two boys have been kicking lumps into each other since round one, crew.
Yeah, and the combined age of the pair of them is less than one of us two on our own, which isn't demoralising in the slightest, but you know.
No, not at all. But fair play to them all the same. Doesn't matter, they're fast, and that's what counts in this league.
Absolutely.
Bit of traffic developing here with on board the Pains. You got Judah Gomo, TKD man behind them as well, and a few more coming around Portier. So yeah, who will we jump on board at the moment? I think Ken's on a lap.
Ken's on a lap, yeah, just to go into the tunnel now. It's 1 season anniversary this for Ken. He joined us first part of this year with F1 2020 at this track, so let's hope he marks it off with a good performance.
Well, hopefully, don't remind me. It's a good thing I'm not in there. But no, Kenneth's a great driver. In fairness to him, we did have a bit of an argy-bargy the last time. I was bound to be at fault as well. So I take it on the chin. But no, he's a great driver. Me and him have had some great battles. Hungary sticks out on my mind. People should check it out. Great battles with Kenneth, and he's in the
B6. Expect no less. He's had some crappy luck, I think it's fair to say, so far this season. He has got the ability. He is quick, like we say, but sometimes if it sticks, it doesn't, and sometimes the bad stuff sticks.
He is definitely a top 10 contender anyway, no doubt about that.
Yeah, absolutely. Kevo's just starting a lap now, reserving in the Mercedes. 19 flat, sector 1. It's coming into the hairpin. Slowest corner of the season, right here. Anywhere between 25 and 30 mile an hour, that corner.
It is indeed. Who are we on board, sorry?
Kevo at the moment.
Ah, cool. Let me jump down. He's always in a different car. I can never remember. He's reserving, in fairness.
Yeah, he's reserving tonight.
Flying the flag for the Tier 2 boys. Go on, Kev. Go on, you good thing. So we love to see.
Kev, DNF. I'm going to go for a Kev, Jack DNF, and Owen podium, in whichever order, I don't mind. Not biased for Tier 2 at all.
all the boys representing. Nice to see us in there. They're threatening as well to be moving up into Tier 1 next year, so it is great to see guys getting track time with people with a bit more pace, because that's how you learn.
It is. It's good to get, if anything, these boys are smart by putting the hands up to reserve, because they're getting a free practice out of this before our race on Wednesday, which is fair dues.
It's great to see our Canadian young lad there, Optic in 5th position on a 110 trios, trying to find him on track, but he's in the pits, so hence why I could not find him.
That'll be why, mate, yep.
I am blind, but now I can see. Right, so Kevo's there in 17th. He'll want to try and improve, but as well, like this field is so close. He's not too bad.
No, it's a very close delta. This you're going to see 4 or 5 mini battles in this race, maybe a few more.
Yeah.
But, King Curb's just coming across the line to start a lap in the Fezzer.
Yeah, we'll smash on King Curbs here in the Scuderia Ferrari. The only driver, well, apart from Judah Gomo, not to start a lap, so he's on the bubble, definitely feeling the pressure now. up towards Casino now, through the left, right into Casino. Very nicely done. These corners I didn't take down the names of, but we're going to go down into the tightest corner on the calendar, the hairpin here. Lovely jubbly. Very important to get your line right, otherwise you're either getting a corner cut or front wing damage. That's the end of it. True Portier. Important to get the throttle down now. One of the main straights, if you want to call it that. The tunnel with a flat out right-hander down into the chicane now. Hard brake and probably your best chance of overtaking her on this track. But again, it's not going to be easy. Now, down into Tobacco he goes. Nearly flat out right-hander chicane there into the swimming pool. Ooh, running it nicely to the barrier there. Through Portier now. Into Anthony Noakes. On the exit there now, great throttle application and across the line for King Curbs. Into second position he goes.
Great lap, great lap.
Absolutely brilliant. He just didn't seem to be pushing it at all. He just drove the car to the limits and he knew where it was.
During the middle of that lap as well, it looked like Liverpool fan put it into the barrier after the tunnel.
Oh,
I'm not sure what happened there. I just saw him parked up in the barrier and he's retired from the session.
Giuliano into 13th, so Liverpool fans down into 15th at the moment, but yeah.
PLR Vintage also reserving tonight, one of our tier 3 drivers.
Go on, Vintage.
He's on a lap at the moment.
Yeah, hopefully these cars now, but the traffic gets out of the way. Traffic! Who is that in front?
Jack DNF.
Alright.
Jack DNF, yeah.
Well, it is Monaco. It was always going to happen. But yeah, traffic is not ideal. Vintage in 20th. Does he have enough fuel to warm down? Bit of front wing damage there on the exit. Oh, there's the culprit, the Ferrari.
Yeah. Great lap time, that from King Curbs.
Yeah, absolutely. Put the cat amongst the pigeons there. Anyway, Passassin would be looking at that going, uh-oh.
Well, the Fezzer at Monaco up there. For me, it's not Monaco if there isn't one up there.
Definitely not.
That's me from my youth.
Is Giuliano going to continue on? He is. True Anthony Noakes he goes. Watch that curve on the outside. And across the line, still staying in 13th. He might be on to another lap. No, he gained 2/10 on his own lap though, so that's not bad improvement from himself. What's he going to do? Ooh.
Alpha Stuns is up on his time at the moment in P19, out the second sector.
Yeah, on board with him now. Oh, through there. Keep going. If you're up, you're up. It doesn't matter.
He's done well getting around there like that with that wing damage.
Yeah.
And there.
Great
work.
Out of ERS though, down the straight. What's he going to do? He's in 19th. Into 16th for Alpha Stuns.
He took nearly a second off that. He was unlucky there.
Yeah, fair play. And it looks like Liverpool fans out. Kevo's in the pits. TKD man's in the pits. Vintage is in the pits. And Alpha Stone we just seen finishing his lap there. So I think we might know who's out, crew.
Yeah, I think you could be right, mate.
Yeah, Alpha Stone's a second up. Yeah,
TKD man is on an out lap, but he's got nowhere near enough time. Left it too late there. From
so
what
there
I
we
can
go.
see.
We have our answer for Q1. That's Alpha Stun in 16th, Liverpool Fan in 17th, Kevo in 18th, TKD Man 19th, and ALR Vintage down in 20th. But like you look at that there, it's only a second between 16th and 20th. So that's not bad going for the guys there now, to be honest.
No, absolutely. And you look further up there, you look from Itchy down in P5 down to Jack DNF in 14th. I mean, that's a second as well. From 5th to 15th, that's another second. So that's how close all the boys are in that midfield scrap. But yeah, one thing I really like about this track nowadays is the swimming pool section. Since that's been opened up the last few years, you can carry so much speed through that bit of a sector there.
It is
so much more speed.
It is a nice one, in fairness. I used to like it back in the day when they had the barrier there and it was a nice tight one. But then, when they removed the barrier, I found a Mickey Mouse. And then, as you say, now they've opened it up, spot on. They've done the right thing for that part of the track too. A little bit of more speed, bit of rhythm to the track as well.
Yeah, that's it. just allows you to. It's a psychological thing, and you think, oh, I had a crappy first sector or whatever, but then you think, right, no, I can nail this bit and make a bit of time up. That's all, that's how I see it.
I don't know, like, it's mad, like, they're racing around this track, because, like, Formula 1 has been getting faster and faster and faster, and Monaco doesn't change. You know what I mean? Like, and then you got Baku in there, and Singapore, with all their runoff areas, and all these places. A few dodgy corners, fair enough, but Monaco's just one of them tracks where it's like, it could go very bad, very quickly.
Yeah.
And I don't mean that it is a bit of a joke, but you know what I mean? It's mad.
It's mad, but it's right, and it's accurate.
I suppose Macau was like that too until Sophia Fletcher nearly went up and over as well. So, but anyway. Right, so that's Q1 sorted. Again, we'll go through from 16th down to 20th. In 16th, we do have Alpha Stuns. 17th, Liverpool Fan. 18th, Kevo. TKD Man in 19th. And ALR Vintage down in 20th, crew.
It's negligible. I mean, I wouldn't be as disappointed if I'm in that bottom 5 as I would be in any other track, because it's Monaco. Anything can happen, and if you're there in that bottom 5 and you survive and you stay on the track, you keep all 4 wheels on your car, you're likely to get something. So just dig in and survive.
What do you reckon then will be a good pit stop strategy here? A set of mediums to go into the Grand Prix, just enough until a set of hards can get you to the end, and then pit for them hards.
Yeah, but it's all on paper,
Yeah.
This is one that I don't. In theory, like you just said, yes, absolutely. But if you're getting caught up in traffic, and to the extent where it's damaging your race, you've got to switch to a 2-stop.
Yeah.
Even at this place, where a 1-stop will get you no problem. But you've got to think, it's just sitting tight in the middle of something, just behind. So even if you're just right behind one person, 2 of you, and they're about even if they're half a second a lap slower than you, and you're being held up properly, it's worth taking the time to go in the pit. Even if you pit 5 laps early, or do an extra pit stop, you've got to change it up that way to give yourself some fresh air on this track.
Fresh set of softs for the end, anyway. Even though you wouldn't mind it regardless.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's one of those that if you're involved in the first lap scuffle and you've got to pit for a new wing, and then you put a new pair of boots on, it's sound, absolutely sound at this track, because you just get your head down, concentrate, and you just keep driving through that clear air. Because other people will do the same. It will happen at this track. People will make mistakes, and people will be pitting again. I think there was one year, I'm trying to recall, I'm not sure if it was here or Baku, I think I finished about P6 or P7, might have even been P4, and I think I did 5 pit stops.
5 pit stops?
5 or 6 pit stops, and I got top 5. Because
Pirelli had no tyres left for you by the end of that one, let alone anyone else.
The tyres weren't the issue, mate. It was the manufacturer of the carbon fibre of the front wing, that was the issue.
I was just going to say, the carbon fibre, lads, made a bleeding bomb with you.
Yeah.
You were their favourite driver.
it was a combination of making a couple of mistakes and switching the strategy up for being held up. And I can't emphasise it enough here. Can't emphasise it enough for this track.
That's fair enough. Track position is king. So the king is on a lap himself. See what I did there? Right, going to Casino. Down now into the hairpin section now. I've always liked that kind of apartment block just there to the right hand side. I don't know why I want one.
Yeah, 4th floor, not too low.
Yeah, 4th floor, yeah, get a bit of track action. Like, imagine the last one, you'd be like, damn it.
Yeah.
Through the tunnel now. Night time, doesn't really matter. There's lights on all around this track now at this moment in time with the beautiful dark sky there. The car is looking great with the glint of the lights, crew.
Oh, absolutely. One good thing as well about being at night time, you don't get that glare of the daylight as you exit the tunnel.
No, that's true.
You don't have to adjust your eyes as much. Like, oh Christ, where am I? Ah, there I am. Oh, shit, brake.
Yeah. Dive it down the inside, quick.
Yeah.
That's a decent king of the 113.5. PLR Owen on a 111.0. That's more like it.
This ain't his first rodeo.
No, Itchy's lost some front wing. Yep.
Still
True Anthony
going though.
Noakes now on the mediums. He goes. He's in the second.
Just behind Owen. Haynes 110 flat. Wowzers. On them mediums.
Where's Passassin? Oh,
Passassin.
Vapor Passassin is into the wall. He's lost his front wing. We were after missing that bad boy.
Dear oh dear.
Ooh. That is not good by Passassin. How did he manage that? We just missed it. He's retiring from the session. Is he? No, he's getting out of the way. Alright.
Ken P1 110-0.
And a set of
Go on,
softs.
Ken.
Go on, Ken.
Equator with a set of wets on. He's out on track, but he's got the wets fitted according to my screen.
He does indeed. He's in the pits.
And they're off. I know it's Monaco, Tommy, but it's not that ready yet. Well, it just goes to show you, mate, that even the championship leader can get caught out. This is just all about what Monaco is.
These boys putting the pressure on him. Is he starting to crack? I don't think so. I think he was probably just pushing a little bit hard and locked up, and in he went. But it's one of them corners, as we mentioned before.
It's Mickey Mouse.
Sorry. No.
It's Mickey Mouse to me, that corner. It's so awkward.
Oh, it's such a pain. That guy, Anthony, must be delighted.
I never even knew it was called that until you started saying it, so...
It's one of me. I don't know why, it's like my favourite corner to say. Anthony Noakes. It was like, it's just some guy. I'm going to have one now one day called Gavel Bar, and he'll be like, oh, they got you, Gavel Bar now. Lemony Tang.
Citric Avenue.
Oh, yes. We can make a song out of that one too. It's already going at Citric Avenue.
Timber's going through said corner. I'm going to call that corner Citric Avenue now.
Citric Avenue, alright then.
Timber 109.4 on the softs P1.
One Timber. Doing well, King Curbs. Just about to start a lap of King Curbs if you want to jump on with him.
Oh yeah, go on then, we'll have a look.
Yeah, jump on. I'm going to jump on over the car.
Climbing up the hill. On the medium tyres. Hit it nicely, nice and tight. He's putting a stonking lap in Q1 on the softs. I'm expecting something quite special here, if I'm honest with you. Again, hugging the barrier, as you're going to hear a lot in every corner.
Yep.
Down at the hairpin. Nice ground floor flat right there. Sorry, fourth floor flat. Oh, a little kiss of the barrier there on the entry to the tunnel. Jack DNF's retired as is Timber. Something's happened here.
Yeah. Coming down to the chicane now. There, look. Unbelievable.
Oh dear, I don't know what happened with them.
Monaco madness.
Curbs hit the barriers as well. That's ruined his lap. He's going to be coming in now.
It's kicking off, crew. It's kicking off. Monaco madness is bitten these guys. The bug has them. And
it's not even the end of Q2. Pure G Jackson is just finishing up a lap now. He's coming to the last few corners.
Nice. I know what's happening with them, I think. They're all flying through that chicane.
Yeah.
And they're all crashing.
It looks like it.
Yeah. That's good. Well, if they are, that serves them right.
Well, it does really, because Timber's stuck in a 109.4, and if he's done that, then, well, not a lot to say about it really, is there?
No. But in all fairness though, it's a shame to see a few of the guys obviously caught out with each other and collected themselves. It'll be interesting to see what they say after the qualifying session, or well, now they're out of it, they can start saying it now on YouTube or Twitter or Twitch, I should say.
Twitch, yeah. Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe and all the usual jizz jazz that's involved. Tell them to sign up. Well, the more the merrier.
Yeah, everybody, get all your friends to have a look at the channel. like and subscribe, as Crew was saying there. Get involved, comment on the YouTube as well, and the Twitter and Twitch accounts, or social media.
And if you haven't got a friend, set up a fake account and you do it twice.
Yeah,
that'll do.
That's it. Big Bambino's just starting a lap. I'm going to jump on board of him, see how he gets on.
I was watching Equaz finish a lap. He's on the mediums. Looks like he could be flying a little bit here. Payne's 109.1 on the mediums. That is extremely fast.
Just got a report there from the pit lane that the start of the race is expected to be wet.
Oh, interesting.
So yeah, that could definitely be putting a cat amongst the pigeons there with them. It's hard enough to get around here as it is on a good day, let alone on a wet one.
Well, yeah, exactly, giggity. Just check out a few of the comments on Twitch. Let's have a look. Jack FRS, Dan McLaren boys are turning up. Yep, he is, until one of them retired, mate. You're not wrong. I think you revolved it, to be fair. Craigie chirping in here and there. Alberto, good evening, good luck to everyone. Craigie, I have no friends, I have minions.
Good, Craig.
But amongst all that, Equator, P3 on the mediums. 110.5.
He is one of them guys that could definitely throw it up to the boys on a good day.
He does like this track as well, Tommy. Sorry, go on.
No, I was just going to say Giudagomo as well. Like, he's a young lad, but he's fast.
Yes.
Them two were really itching for a good result, I think. Big Bambino down into the chicane, into the hairpin.
I mean, is he
on the lap? Is he not on the lap? I think he is, or isn't.
Yeah, he's on a cool down lap. He's 1 second down. King Curb's on a lap.
Yeah, cool beans. Because I seen other people on the lap. I was like, no point staying there with him. Going through the chicane.
This is one of those tracks, though, that, like you say, people need a result or what have you. This is a leveler. This track on its own. And the weather is another leveler. So, if it's wet, everyone has got a shout. Absolutely everyone in this field has got a shout of a win.
The concentration needed is immense on this track, as you say, and then with another 19 lunatics around you as well, let alone yourself on the track, another 19ies. It's going to be hairy, it's going to be dicey, and you need to, as you say, watch out for everyone else causing an accident. Don't worry about yourself. You won't cause the accident. It's going to be someone else. Like Timba, like Jack DNF found out, you might get caught up with someone else's mistake, and you know what I mean, that's the end of it. And sure, Jenny Mac, you could start a pile-up for all we know.
Well, that's it, yeah. King Curb's 110 flat, one of the mediums there, another great lap. P2 for him. It's one of those, like you say, 19 other nutters, the nuttier than squirrel, you know what I mean? But you've got to have eyes in the back of your head. You've got to preempt people so much more than you would anywhere else. And you're going to have a bit of luck. Everyone needs a bit of luck from time to time.
You do indeed. Here's a guy now hoping to crack the top 10 now. You'd want to be expecting it. It's PLR Optic coming out the last corner now to start his, what we will expect to be his last run, his last flying lap. Into turn 1 he goes. Very nicely swept in there. Kept his minimum apex speed up. Into Massenet now. Casino next. Very nicely going into sector 1. He's up on his own time, which is what he needs to see. Now into this tightest hairpin on the calendar, as we keep saying over and over and over again. There's going to be a close one in there during the race. Portier now on the run. Great exit there into the tunnel. Lovely done by Optic. He's in 13th right now. He needs to get up to about an 8th or a 9th to try to have any chance to get through. Into the chicane he goes. Very nicely done. Still on line, on track. He's looking well. Planted to the track, into back. A little bit of a kiss on the wall on the exit, but not that bad. Oh yeah, Max Verstappen it. Lovely jubbly. Now.
It's approaching.
Into Raskas, into the Anthony Noakes. DRS open. Let's see how Optic gets on in 14th. All the way into 30 goes. Boom. That's it. Well done, Optic. I think you are safe for round Q2.
Yeah, and just before all that, Assassin sticks in a 109.093 on the softs. Just over half a tenth faster than Payne's on the mediums. That is huge.
Yeah, that is. But in fairness, though, Payne's without being out in the softs, as you say, like as well, that's cause for some delight for his side of the garage.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Who are we looking at here? Sadistic King. He's going to start a lap now. The Alfa Romeo driver doing well in Tier 1 at the moment. Down into the first corner now. Important not to obviously invalidate the lap just as you get going up the hill. Yeah, through he goes. Through Massenet into Casino. Very nice line as you'd expect from Sadistic King. He's up half a second on his own lap time, so he's going to be threatening the top 10 now as well himself. Down into the hairpin he goes. Still all the front end plates on his wing. That's a really good sign, as you'd imagine. So, True Portier throttle down, a little bit loose on the exit, but not too bad. He can gain it now into the chicane. Important not to lock up. Ooh, down the gears didn't sound too great, but it's not his gearbox, so he doesn't care. Now down to the back turn 12. Sweeping left-hander, important to get it right into the swimming pool section now. Very nicely done. Again, important to keep the rhythm. Down now with the Raskas. Very tight right-hander. And then Anthony Nogues, the last corner, get the throttle on. Very nicely done out of the last corner. Now leading up to the line, he goes into 8th position for Sadistic.
Oh, good lap.
Great lap by Sadistic.
Pure Jackson as well, the 110 flat, puts him up to P5. Who's just done that? Is that Owen who just come across the line? P8. Yep.
So, Itchy's down there now at the moment. Big Bambino's looking.
Itchy's invalidated. He was 1.2 up and he's invalidated.
Yeah, Itchy's out of Q2. That's a big name after getting knocked out now in the Haas. He's come into the pit lane. That is him, done and dusted with Big Bambino.
I think he's down. He's
1.4 down. We've seen that as well. So can Sadistic do anything? He's 9 tenths down.
He's a second down as well. I think we're done.
I think we're done. I think that's it, crew.
I think that's the thing that saved Timber is his lap time there saved him. It relegates him to P10, but it's not 10 guys faster than him. It works.
Sick buzz, as you say. Timber would have came 9th. With that, sorry.
No, it'd have been third. He would have been third.
I'm blind. I don't know what I'm even looking at.
But Owen's going faster again. Owen's just finishing up a lap.
Taking great inspiration from Murray Walker as always, and David Croft.
And look at that!
Yeah. Look at Hamilton.
Do we have to?
No. No, Lord Almighty. So Sadistic King in 11th there, knocked out with Judah Gomo in 12th, Big Bambino in 13th, Itchy disappointed down in 14th. He'll be scratching his head at the end of this one. And Jack DNF there in 15th, rounding out the boys for Q2.
But they're all still quick times.
They are. I thought I'd be happy with that lap time if I'm honest.
I mean, Itchy was 1.2 up when he invalidated. So that would have stuck him, P4, something like that.
Yeah.
So he has the pace. We all know he's got the pace anyway, but he's definitely got the pace in. Just see how the race goes. It's one of them. But Timber will start P10, so there's only 9 going into Q1 because he. That's a shame for him because he's actually second quicker than the guy who's 9th at the moment.
And let's have a look here. Paynes and King Curbs to set their lap times on a set of mediums as well. So what a great lap time from King Curbs, retrospectively, and Paynes as well.
King Curbs is an absolutely fantastic lap, but Paynes is just another level to be 600ths off Assassin on the harder compound. That's just, that's just excessive.
If you're the McLaren side of the garage, you're licking your lips, looking at a rail sandwich right now, going, ooh, that's got to be tasty pole position for us.
Yummy.
Yum, yum. So,
right then.
Yeah.
Euro, pound, etc. time. It's been a while since we've done one of these, I think, isn't it?
It has. I'm going to go with King Curves. I'm going to stick with himself. I think he's in for an old shocker here.
I'm going to go for Pains. I can't not. I'm sorry, but I'm going for Pains. It's boring. I never get... I always go for the outsiders. And
that's terrible.
I can't be bothered going for an outsider because it won't happen, in my opinion. But I hope I'm proven wrong, gentlemen.
Well, if you pick Passassin or Pains, that's like picking Lewis Hamilton for the championship. It's like, oh, yeah.
I think
Mercedes for the win this year.
I think you'll find I picked the guy who's second at the championship, not first. Thank you.
Bottas.
Yes, and Bottas in it.
Oh, Jesus. Well, we say it year in year. I hope Bottas can bring it to Hamilton, but we know Mercedes knows.
I'll tell you what then, Gav. Should we mix it up this week?
Yeah.
Shall we have... Let's pick one without Passassin and Pains then.
I'm going King Curbs. Yeah, I'm going King Curbs.
Okay, I'm going for Optic.
Oh, I like your style. Style.
Let's have a non-favourites agreement, and also a little shout out to our friend Kevo, who's in the Mercedes this week. Kevo, don't drive into the safety car, mate, like you did last time.
Did he drive the safety car?
Yeah, he crashed into the safety car last time.
Taking some great knowledge there from Cole Trickle in Days of Thunder right there.
Well, he was taking some great knowledge, but he wasn't taking some great slipstream, I tell you.
Pains now
I've never known anyone to slipstream in a safety car before. Sorry, Kev.
No, it's good. No, that's fair enough. Like, Kev, just trying to get some more fuel saving, you know, in the Mercedes as they do.
Yeah.
So Pains on his fast lap now, his attempt at pole position, finishing up there in sector 1, coming down into the hairpin now. Clean air in front of him. He's the one who's gotten out in front of everyone else. No distractions, although there is a Renault up the road, but he will keep out of the way, I'd say.
Oh yeah, he's at the chicane already, the Renault.
Yeah. But yeah, through the tunnel, Pains goes on his qualifying lap. Now hard braking into the chicane. Important to get your apex 1 and 2 here. Great exit now, coming down the run to the back. Sweep it in now, run it wide on the exit as much as you dare. Into the chicane now, into the swimming pool. Oh, a little bit loose on the exit, but he kept it together. Yeah, no bother to him. Anthony Nogues now, how's he going to take that? Not too bad at all. Keep it close to the barrier on the inside, and he's a 108.7.
Wow.
Yeah.
Rocking the Schumacher helmet as well.
Yeah, that's it. And a Canet on a 1906 as well. So, nicely done, lads, all the same. Pure Jackson on a 111.0.
Owen just coming through Citric Avenue.
Nice one done. Owen, how does he get in the skid area? He's in 4th. He stays 4th, a 111.2. Some of these drivers might be on old set of softs just to get a lap time in, get their eye in for this qualifying.
Oliver, 110.6, P3, sorry.
Great lap time there from the racing point of Oliver Square.
Assassin is responding to Pains. Into the second to last corner. And down to Anthony Nook / Citric Avenue. Powering across the line. 108.8! Wow, he's turned it up. He's been hiding a little bit of that pace, hasn't he?
Of course they have. Of course they have. Equazer now as well through the tunnel now.
He's the cheeky little devils.
Yeah, that's really close between the two boys up there for first and second. Definitely a bit of sandbagging, bit of cat and mouse between them, as we've seen in the races past. Through the swimming pool section now on board. Equazer, he's into the wall, losing some front wing, but he might be okay if he can keep it going. No.
He was low on fuel anyway. Yeah.
Okay. So round 1 goes to Pains in this Q3 session with 7 minutes on the board. They'll all come back in now, get a brand spanking set of softs, and they'll be going back out then for another final chance at pole position for the Monaco Grand Prix. I'm going to go for a smoke.
You go for one. Just on board with King Curbs now. He's on his outlap. Really nice to see this track at night time for a change. Great shout to do this at night time. I think we should do a few more like this, but Monaco's a beautiful place anyway, so let's light it up. Light it up. As we stand right now, as we just said before, Payne's 108.7 leading the pace, and shortly, ever so slightly, sorry, in front of him is Assassin 108.8, and then you've got Ken in P3 109.6, Oliver Sakira 110.6, Joe Jackson 111.0, PLR Owen 111.2. Let's have a look at some of the comments of what the boys are saying. A lot of banter going on there tonight with Jack, Craigie and Alberto saying hello. And Barak, it says hello, good luck to all the boys. Nice to see you, Barak. Jack FRS, go on, Owen, really showing what us Red Bull Tier 2 guys are capable of. Oliver in P3, Gav 2 seconds later, good lap from Oliver Squarer. Very interesting name, Gav, yeah. It's also interesting when you can read it properly, mate. I'll tell you that when you come back, don't worry. There's plenty of chit-chat going on in the comments. Like I said before, fellas, like, subscribe. Be it on YouTube and Twitch. Tell your friends. Invite a friend, get them on board. The more views we get, the more it helps grow the league. The more attention we get. Just this King Curbs just invalidates there. That's a shame, he was on a good lap there. Should have enough fuel to have another go. No heroic to Sandoval. Up the hill, climbing through the gears, 7th. Approaching the braking zone, ever so slightly a little left. Light braking. Quick drop down into 3rd maybe, yep. Back on the pace. Ready for the next heavy braking zone. Nice and tight, keeping close to that barrier, but not too close. Slowest corner on the calendar, as we discussed before. Taking your time. Don't overdrive these corners. It's so easy to get sucked into that and turning too early or try to take too much speed for any of these corners at Monaco. Full beans all the way through the tunnel, heavy braking zone against the chicane. Nicely taken there as well. Straighten the car up early on the exit's key there to get the power down. Approaching the swimming pool, already invalidated last time. Takes it much better there, still full of pace around there. Second to last. Going through Citric Avenue as we've renamed it for this weekend. Hammer down, empty the gas, empty the RS. Crossing the line 109.8 from King Curbs, P4. Quasar finishing up 109.4, P3 for Tommy. All the boys are coming out now for the second runs, with the exception of Paynes. He must be waiting for a little gap. But interesting to see how Optic gets on. Oh, who's that who's just gone straight on there? Assassin. Wow. He's in a bit of a rush here. I don't know what he's done there, but he was in one hell of a rush to get back into that pit lane. He must have done his wing.
And I'm back. Just in time.
And you're back. Just in time. Last 2 minutes of the session.
It's going to kick off now. Everyone on their out laps now.
Yeah.
Two of them still in the pits.
Just on board with Oliver.
Please, sir, can I have some more?
Yeah, Oliver Squarer, as you elegantly put it before.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah,
Down into the
yeah.
hairpin he goes. Nicely taken, I must say. Looked slow and tidy, but that's the trick to that corner.
If it looks slow, it usually isn't, unless you sat still.
Yeah, it's Monaco, baby. Down into the chicane he comes now. Important to get your braking zone correct there. Out of the chicane, down into the back. We've seen so many incidents and accidents through there over the years. Lovely taking there. Nice four-wheel drift into the swimming pool. Out of the wall, nicely done. Coming up now to Citrus Avenue, as we've decided to call it. Through the last corner he goes. DRS is open. Oliver Square on his last run. He does improve by 4.457 tenths, but doesn't crack up any further up the field.
He's going to jump on board with Optic. He's just starting a lap now.
Oh, Optic's the one feeling the pressure now. No banker lap for himself.
He did just do a lap, but it looked like he invalidated it, so he just missed out on his banker. But he's wide enough to put plenty of fuel in, so he can go again.
Through sector 1 he goes. Very nicely done. Down into the hairpin now. Looking nice. The lines are looking tasty. You'll have to give him that. Keeping it calm and collected. A little case of the wall there, helping to square the rear off. But yeah, nicely through. Into the tunnel he goes. Important braking zone. You can make him break your lap here. He seems to have done it nicely. Cutting that curve. Lovely.
Took that beautifully.
He did indeed. Down into the back. Very nicely done as well. Through the swimming pool. He goes into the wall. Oh no, he's out there binning it. Losing some front wing too.
There's me pound.
Optic. And he's coming in. He should have still went for a lap. Oh no, he can't. He's done. Oh,
Paynes is out there again, and so is Passassin. Paynes is a 10th up. Passassin's about a 10th down.
So Paynes
is out there as well.
Yeah, Paynes coming through Rascas here. Down into Anthony Nogues he goes. Can he improve on his lap time out of the last corner? Coming down to the start-finish straight now. What can he improve on? A 183. Holy moly. Passassin's heart must have sank. But anyway, he's coming through Rascas now into Anthony Nogues. He doesn't really care. He's putting the foot down. What can he do? Can he come close to Paynes? We'll find out now. No, he didn't. A 187.
I think he improved. He improved, but he didn't go up. But Canetti P3.
Well done, Canetti. What a great qualifying session that was. Paynes with an absolute blistering lap time, it has to be said. Passassin there in second, and as you say, Creel, Canet in third. Well done to him.
My old teammate in Tier 1. Like we said before, he's capable, very capable. He's just not had a bit of luck. And looking at those times there, if Paynes and Passassin bugger off into the distance, Ken's got a podium all day if he can keep the boys behind him and keep it out the wall.
That's it, man. Equays there fourth, King Curbs fifth, Pure Jackson sixth, Olive Square is seventh, and then the two boys there bringing it up the rear in ninth and 10th. Who's that? Optic.
PM Owen in 8th, Optic in 9th, and Timber in 10th as he retired.
That's it, yeah. So yeah, that was a good qualifying session there. I was on the edge of my seat at the end, and as promised, the wet rain is falling.
Raindrops keep falling on my head.
Who's been listening to that Umbrella song by Rihanna recently? That always happens.
Ella,
So yeah, these guys, the aim of the game for this Grand Prix, even if it was dry, is to keep the front nose clean, keep the car out of the barriers, and hopefully you can drag it across the line for some decent points at the end of this race, Crew.
Survival, and that task's just been made all that harder with the weather as it is. But survival, don't be scared to switch your strategy if you've got to get out of traffic.
Survival of the fittest.
You'll benefit at the other end.
Too right, you would.
Don't know if Judah's got back in. I just saw he disconnected. I'm just going to try inviting him in back in again. Judah Gomo.
Yeah, you look after that side of things there. You're the technical expert on that one.
Well, I think I'm an expert by default because you're flaming useless, aren't you?
Sure. Oh man,
Pains!
Pains! Tokyo Drift on them intermediates, man. Janie Mac, we were watching them there. This is good. Lads, it's not even the start of the race. You see Passassin as well. Lighting up them rear tyres. These guys are... It's raining. It's raining. It's pouring. And the old man is not snoring tonight. These guys need to have their eyes open, their wits about them, because it's going to get hairy and tasty.
No, very much so. Very much so.
Intermediate strategy, so one stopper, but many drivers in this field, although not planned, will end up having more than one stop. Pure Jackson has rejoined there, so hopefully he can get his car back.
Alpha Stuns and Liverpool fan have been DQ'd.
Yeah, they've had a little bit of contact out there, looks like, on the warm-up lap, but they will be okay. But cold tyres for the start of this race. Pains. The field is quite spread out, as we see here at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, it's not so bad because once you get so far, you're it locks in your... It remembers your tyre temp, so the guys think they're getting an advantage by getting it done quicker when you're actually not. In reality, you would do.
As long as they're nice and warm near the end.
That's it, yeah.
Alright, so the cars now are lining up on the grid. We have a Mercedes way back there. Who's that, Kevin? No, it's Pure Jackson because he had disconnected earlier on.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
No, I think he's coming back now. It's just he's a bit far behind on the warm-up lap, but we'll forgive him. Yeah, the drivers lining up on the grid now. All of them anticipating a hectic start here, including ourselves in the commentary booth, as we see Pure Jackson just coming around the last corner now and taking up his grid positions. So 20 cars are going to start this race. I wonder how many of them will finish. This is the Tier 1 race for the PLR Racing League. Anyone out there who wants to join, do get in contact, get in touch. But here we go. 4 lights, 5 lights. Bit of a Mercedes is after going there with a Red Bull, but the rest of the cars are stuck on the grid. We'll check that out in a second. And they're all now. There we go. They're away. The Mercedes, the McLaren has a good start. The Renault as well. They're all side by side going into turn 1. Oh, a bit of a move there by Passassin, it looks like. Who's that? Quasar getting the run.
Wow.
Quasar, what an absolute monstrous start there. He's after getting with the guys behind, getting caught out. Pains and Passassin with their own battle, and Quasar around the outside. Thank you very much, he says.
Wow. That was great capitalising there from Quasar. And Pains is all over the back of him.
Oh, now
it's like an absolute car park.
Yeah,
look at the
into the hairpin. Mercedes crashing into each other there, but it is a car park. What are they meant to do?
I'm not sure what's happened to the other two boys. And
Judah Gomo and Pure Jackson seem to have got a nice jump start on the field, but it looked like there was the game more than anything else. So
yeah,
we'd be keeping our little boy with them two boys in front, to be honest. But that's me. Quasar. Oh, he's into the wall, Quasar. So he's feeling a bit of pressure at the moment, but Pains and Passassin can't get by. Down into the second last corner, the leaders go. Well, actually, this is the battle for third, fourth, and fifth. Let's not forget everybody out there. And it's a virtual safety car. We've got a car into the wall somewhere on track. Looks like we have Alpha Stun coming into the pit lane.
It's Optic at the end of the swimming pool. Lost his nose.
Optic. There's a few cars taking advantage here. Itchy, Sadistic, Alpha Stun. They're all in the pit lane right now. Getting rid of that front wing. This is the two-stopper strategy you were mentioning earlier on, crew. Out of traffic they go. So, with Pure Jackson and Judah Gomo getting a bit of an advantage there off the start, we'll just call it game coding.
Well, yeah, it was a game glitch, but Judah's not actually in the session, so that's his AI, so that's easily done. Jackson is in control of his Mercedes there, by the looks of things.
Back green looks like... Oh man, where am I going? Yeah, we're on board the Quasar here, looking back at Payne's. I don't know why the glitch brought me to a racing point when I went to look behind me. Oh, Payne's getting a run, but he can't do anything about it.
I'd be inclined to suggest that with Jackson now taking control and how much they're being caught up, that we'll see how we go for now. But Judah Gomo's AI, because I've just found out from Alberto they're having internet issues. Bambino, Timber, Jack DNF all in the pit lane now.
Interesting, the guys must be getting caught out there with the front wings again. A few cars spread out a bit of the field here, but I'm reluctant to leave this battle for the lead at the moment. I'm still on board with these guys. More cars into the pit lane now too as well, so King Curbs behind with Canet in front there in 7th and 6th, battling close. This is all just really a big train there from 3rd backwards, really.
Yeah, it is, and they are closing in on Jackson up front. Optic set the fastest lap there. Itchy's in the pits as well, down in P20.
Not a good one for Itchy so far, but this race has a long way to go. It is only lap 3 at 39. Yeah. So, again, the strategy is going to come into it later on, and just keep your nose clean. That's the main point at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely is. Absolutely is. And Assassin's all over the rear end of Payne's.
That's what I mean. It's going to kick off, I think, up here now, sooner rather than later.
Payne's is missing an end plate as well.
Pure Jackson's in the pit lane.
I think he might have done that for the benefit of the start, which is fair play to her if that's the case. Unless he did pick up some wing damage, but fair dues, mate. Respect for that. Appreciate it. But they are about to catch up to Judah Gomo now, who is at AI.
He'll still be hard to pass, though. Oh, is he?
Not when he's invisible.
Oh, he's invisible. Fair enough. We put a few of the cars off, though. You never know. Who else do we have on a battle out there as well? On the square it. PLR T1 seem to be having their own little ding-dong as well. Then we're looking back at Pure Jackson, TKD man.
Kinetti and Curbs having a good little ding-dong.
Oh, safety car.
What's happened?
Safety car, where is it? A stationary car on the track. No.
I can't see where it is. No one's retired.
No. So we have a safety car on the track, what can only be for debris, one would assume. So what do the cars do now? She's there, no front wing damage. Oh, it looks like Optic has very little front wing left. May it be an Optic. So that's our first safety car of the race anyway, crew. These cars are going to get an opportunity to close the gap to each other and also maybe come in for a new set of intermediates. If they're down near the back of the pack, why not? Sure, get a new front wing, new inters on that, you know, you'll be able to go a little bit longer than the rest of them.
Yeah. Equator's coming to the pits. I don't know if I would have done that there. Being in front of Payne's. He's just come out of the pits now. He's down to P11. P10.
Halo advantage,
yeah,
Joy True.
I don't think I would have done that if I was Tommy personally, but it's his race, it's his choice.
Yeah, maybe he's trying to take advantage of new tyres, but as you say, with the track position lost there, it mightn't have been the best thing to do. He was in second.
Yeah.
Paynes and Possassin, though, I'd say, are laughing, well, delighted with that move. from himself there, because that takes them right up into contention for this race win now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Giuliano was joined back in. He might actually be able to get in and take his car. So TKD Man's had a penalty for falling too far back. That's interesting to note. We see that Vintage did get a drive-through penalty for speeding on the safety car. So the penalties are coming in a little bit thick and fast. People need to keep their concentration not only when they're in the race, but also under safety car conditions too, as TKD Man comes in for a new wing. Interesting, there's not really many strategies that can play out now. Again, as we said, crew, if you're near the back, you might as well get a new set of boots on and a fresh nose cone. So that's maybe what TKD Man's doing at the moment.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Oh, the Ferrari's off. I think PLR just hit the wall. PLR Owen just hit the wall in front of Jackson. We just seen the end of that, the front wing end plate flying. So as we were saying on the safety car, these guys, their own worst enemy in some respects, crew.
It's one of those though that it's when you're not at full chat, full racing speed, full concentration, you're worse off. Like you just saw Payne's on the formation lap almost end his race before it started.
Yeah.
And here the guys on the safety car and the weather as well. You know, it's a bit bonkers.
It's a Senna Portier situation all over again. When he was told to slow down by the team, and a couple of laps later he put it into the wall because he had that lapse of concentration. He was in the zone, and when you get out of that zone, it's very hard to get back in, especially with a track like this waiting to bite you at every second.
Exactly, yeah.
So no mention of the safety car coming in. I'd say be in at the end of the next lap. Who do we need to see getting back up to the grid? Optic is behind Jack DNF. They're quite a long way. They're only going through Portier now as the field goes down into the first corner. Sandoval. Haha. My notes are coming in handy. Giuliano nearly hitting the safety car, nearly pulling the Kevo there. Is that a disqualification or is that just a penalty?
What was that for, sorry?
If you hit the safety car.
I think, well, normally it's a penalty, but he DNF'd out of it, so I don't think he was able to get a penalty.
Fair enough. No, because Giuliano just nearly did it himself. I was wondering. I was like, alright. Racing in this PLR tier 1 because like all these drivers are within a second and a half of each other respectively. Some great battles.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, it's 7 laps into the race and they're all within about a straight of each other. Just brilliant racing. Safety car in this lap. Great.
Yep, lights are out on the safety car.
Now what does Giuliano do? Now be the time to start backing the pack up, or is he just going to go? You think he's just raring to go? Yeah. Oh, he spun it out in the last corner. He hit the wall. Terrible restart by the race leader. Paynes and Assassin trying to get the jump. I don't know if they can though. Everyone else behind. Getting caught out, has to be said, by the restart. So the 3 lads are really together here, and then everyone else is a little bit spaced out. Game on, yeah, as you say.
They've gone, yeah. Assassin's having a look here. Oh, again. This is going to work into Judy's advantage. These 3 young pups at the front of the field.
Quasar making a move on PLR Owen. Kept his front wing in attack too. We did miss it, but we jumped to it near the end, so he's trying to make his way back up the grid as Paynes gets a run on Giudagomo out of Portier there. Passassin on the inside too. There we go, the two lads now have this. Oh, it looks like Paynes has some front wing damage, but I think we noticed that earlier on.
Yeah, he didn't come into the pits where Equator did.
So that's released the two lads. Yeah. It's this deja vu. I think that we've been watching this too many times. I've seen this last week and the week before.
Yeah.
These two inseparable on track and pace.
And it's usually a thin napkin that separates them.
Looks like we have a couple of cars in the pit lane there.
Yeah, Vintage in the pit lane.
Yeah. I'm just kind of looking around the track at the moment. Jackson nearly losing the rear end. Battling on the square. On the square is losing the rear end. These boys are all having to crash down into the at the end of the first sector, getting a bit tight, as you'd imagine, into the hairpin now. I don't know how they managed to survive, but the front wings didn't. So that was very interesting. One car getting loose, causing the other cars to get loose. That's exactly what happened there. Big train developing now behind. It looks like King Curves and all getting stuck in as well, up just in front of these guys. Anyone brave enough down into the chicane? Not quite yet. No one's able to get the run out of Portier for that one just right now. Big Bambino, Olasquera, Timba, all within a stone's throw of each other. This is some great battling, crew.
Yes, very much so. Very much so. There's a rate train going on here of 4, 2, 4, 6, 8 cars.
Giudagomo's into the pit lane. Just to say, Giudagomo has come into the pit lane.
Yeah, I think he's just pitting there because of the start that he got himself and G Jackson. Just really appreciate that, thank you. But I think he did have some wing damage anyway through a few issues with the barriers. Is that
may have. I think Itchy did hit the barrier there. I think you're right. Yeah. He's after dropping loads of positions there. Itchy having an absolute stinker.
But Equator's recovered fairly well off that pit stop. He's in P5 at the moment.
He has. But
we've lost Optic somewhere along all that.
Optic.
I think he might have retired in the pits because there was no safety car or anything, so...
Fair enough. He's just not having the look of the green
in
the last few races. Optic, hopefully he has a bit more luck now at Canada. His home track. Alpha stone statistic. Two teammates there, maybe holding each other up, but still trying to just get through at the moment, I suppose, with these two lads. Same as everyone else. The leaders are looking very close to each other.
Yeah, they are. Assassin fastest lap 1:24.6.
Olasquera and Timba. Timba's trying to line up Olasquera. Olasquera's loose out of the last corner. Does it give Timba an opportunity coming down into turn one? Change camera.
Equator's got through.
Equator did get through. Yeah, you're right there. So he's up in the 4th position. I think we've someone in the pit lane. Canette's in the pit lane. Oh, Olasquera's into the wall at the top of the hill there. We're about to Timba with this now.
Looking back to Timber, he's got half a front wing there, so he's going to be struggling as well.
Absolute mad racing between the guys there. I think glitched to an Alpha Tauri there while I was on board with them, so I don't know what's going on.
Kevo, and looking at all this, the sneaky old fox that is Kevo in P7, 11 places up the field, just picking up the pieces.
I was just going to say, Kevo there sneaking up, and he's in 7th now.
Yeah.
7th position with the rain still coming down. He's definitely enjoying this little bit of extra grip with them nice tyres that he has on.
Absolutely.
Oh, has he got a run? No, he hasn't. But Timba in front is getting a penalty there as well, and he's wide.
it's very slow with that wing damage. It's just goes to show how much, like I was saying before, the Kevin's having a look. Oh, door firmly closed. You need to watch out for your fingers and toes on that one. And Timber and Oliver into the pits. Kev up to P5 now.
Kevo's having an absolute stormer.
He's dark horses, Kevo. One of our originals here at PLR, and he's always been competitive and feisty and tries his hardest. He's not had a lot of luck from time to time, but since he's been in Tier 2, his performances have been very strong, as have the reserve performances. But he's got Big Bambino all over his rear end. ERS.
DRS,
I think I just saw DRS has been turned on.
Even though it's still raining. Alright. Still raining on my screen, crew. I don't know about you.
Yes, it is, ever so slightly.
Fair enough, I thought I was seeing things. But yeah, as you say, Kevo, man, he's really piled on the pressure in recent times. There's a Ferrari off in the chicane, it looks like. Yeah, it looks like we're just coming up with the chicane there now. But yeah, Kevo has been piling the pressure on. Some great pace, some great racecraft from him in recent races. And he's really upped his game. He's flying out there.
He's had to up his game because of the sheer pace of everyone else. I mean, I've had to up mine and I've dropped down a tier. You know, as yourself at the beginning of the season. It's just horrendously competitive now, which is brilliant.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a negative. Not a negative at all.
The leaders are in the pit lane there, crew. Sorry to come for the... Instead of set of slicks on the race leader on Paynes.
Yes.
It is indeed.
Owen and Ken did it the lap before, and Kevo is in the pits as well.
Well, he's up.
Quays has done the same. King Curbs, Bambino. Liverpool fans doing the same. Jack DNF stayed out, as has Sadistic King. Sadistic might pinch a little bit here by stopping out that extra lap.
Maybe.
Yellow flag in sector 3. That's Kinet in the wall. He's spun it nearly on them slicks.
Oh, Kevo's lost some front wing there out of the pits on his slicks too. Everyone slipping and sliding here, but this seems to be the tyre to be on now. This set of mediums trying to get them further into this race. It has stopped raining. Now,
see, for me, I think when it's these kind of changeable conditions, it's you need to be on a softer tyre that heats up quicker.
Yeah.
So looking at how long there's left in the race, you're going to be stopping again. I think when you're on the mediums, you'll be pushing them to get to the end.
Yeah.
So it would have been perhaps worth going for the mediums. Sorry, the soft tyre.
Kevo's getting the time on TK and Tumba in front on these inters, so it definitely seems to be the tyre to be on. We have a racing point off in Sino.
It just stopped off a drop of a few quid on roulette, I think, there.
And everybody out there, we're joined by our good friend Craigie in the commentary booth now as well.
Hello.
Hello, Craig.
How you doing?
Alright, mate, you missed an absolute barn burner here, mate.
I was watching it in the car, on the screen in the car.
Shh, don't be saying that.
he didn't say he was driving. There's nothing wrong with that.
That is true, that is true.
Interesting point to make now. Sadistic King has just come out of the pits, fitted the hard tyre, and the complete opposite from what I've said, which also works. But I think the medium runners, with the exception of the top 4, maybe 5, aren't going to have the pace to be able to. I don't know. I've lost my train of thought there completely. I've got it wrong there. Never mind.
No, that's all right.
We're good. Carry on. Someone else.
He's not doing too bad there. The Alfa Romeos have really crawled themselves up the grid since the start of the race. They're in 8th and 9th now on a different strategy to each other. As you say, Sadistic in front on the hards, Alpha Stun behind on the mediums. They might want to do the switcheroo, but them hards will see him quite a long way, if not to the end of this Grand Prix. We got a virtual safety car on the track. Yeah, we do.
At the casino, TKD's off the wheel.
Yeah. Right, I'm going to jump on board at the Ferrari here if I can find it. There we go.
Oh, hang on. Assassin's in the lead.
How did he get that?
Something's happened here because Passattin is now taking the lead of the race and is 5 seconds ahead of Paines. I'm not sure what happened.
Is that maybe in the pit stops or something? No?
I'm not sure.
Because they were about 5 seconds between them, but I thought Payne's got the jump on him.
Paines had wing damage, so he had to get a wing change.
Okay.
Remember, his end plate was missing.
Yeah, it was. Thanks, Craig. That's why you're here.
Good man, Craig. Where would we be without you?
A lot less hungry.
Yeah, that's true. Who are we gonna look on board PLR Advantage? Oh, the back of the Haas into the chicane. Very, very close. I think he got a bit of brown nose on that one, I have to be honest. He's all right there, though. So where's the battle at? I suppose that's the question. It's the Alpha
Romeos and Itchy.
Ooh, Itchy's threatening.
The stamp was licked. Very much licked, that stamp.
Itchy's not impressed by this race, I guarantee it, so he doesn't care at this moment in time. He wants to launch it.
If I'm at Alpha Stuns, I'll be begging to get past here on the faster tyre teammates. And again, myself being an Alfa Romeo, I want them to switch so they can try and at least keep Itchy at bay.
Yeah, the thing they've been problem on this track though is Sadistic would have to try and let him pass. But Itchy could be in the wins.
Yeah, he's just done it to turn 1. And he's actually sacrificed himself a 3-second penalty there, Sadistic, by letting him by. Side by side to the hill.
What a manoeuvre by Itchy round the outside. Absolute brilliant overtaking. Sorry.
Excellent move.
That was amazing.
And that is what he can do. It's a shame he got caught out in Q2, but that is what he can do. We know he's quick. He's one of the quickest in this league.
Set it up perfectly. The two Alfa Romeos tripping themselves over, and he got the run up the hill, and he just swooped around the outside as Sadistic was trying to block it off, but he wasn't having any of it. We seen the whole thing there. Absolutely brilliant. And then into the second apex, he was just about in front, and he was able to cut across and dominate the line.
Yeah.
After Alpha Stuns, now he goes on a set of mediums. So there's 7/10 between them guys there. Jack DNF, Liverpool fan, are side by side. They're crashing into each other into Rascast. That is not the best thing we have seen, to be honest. But it looks like Jack DNF's into the pit. Someone is anyway. Pure Jackson also.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a bit. Yeah, I don't know. That was he just kind of fed someone into the wall, or somebody went straight in. They done a Schumacher. They went in there, at least they done what Schumacher should have done, was lost the front wing. But anyway.
Paines is catching Passassin.
Yeah, Paines has just took 5/10 out of Passassin on one lap there.
And he just smashed the fastest lap by a second.
So I wonder if Paines has had an issue, Passassin's had an issue there. That was a big drop in the last sector for Paines.
4.6.
It's all well and good catching up to him, but getting past is the next.
That's definitely going to be the factor in this space.
Sadistic King's had a bit of a moment by the look of it. Itches all over the back of Alpha Stuns.
That's Paines just took another 5/10 out of Passassin as well. That's only 4.2.
Oh, hang on. Who's that there? Ken's the wrong way round again. Oh, he's just lost his wheel.
Ah, Ken, we just seen it there, yeah.
He was trying to turn round as well and he's lost his wheel.
So what's that going to do to the race now? He's down in a precarious position. He's doing an Irvine. Anyone else going to come through and take the rear out of him? Not quite.
Haynes is absolutely flying right now. I'm surprised that that's still just a yellow flag. Yep.
Yeah.
Green racing again. Wow.
Cars have it spread out now with lap 19 and 39 on the thing. They're pretty much only halfway through this Grand Prix, lads.
I know, yeah. I know.
And I think Passassin's just been called into the pits as well.
Assassin.
He's definitely been called in for a different tyre change.
Lap 19 though in a set of mediums. That's interesting. Maybe he put on an old set of mediums, perhaps.
He come up as an open pit entry, 19 to 30 laps. So his tyres are not going to last to the end.
Oh. Very good.
That's what I said, Craig, just before you go in. Sadistic King's gone off, DNF. Unless looks like he's done that in the pit lane. He was running P10. What happened there?
Just a wee shout out, Kevo, P6.
Yeah.
Driver.
Yeah, we just said that before when he was running P7. Quite right, mate.
Kevo's having a savage race.
He's just keeping his nose clean, he's doing it right.
Just goes to show what you can do when you don't smash into the back of a safety car.
Yeah, I don't know if you see my comment in the chat saying safety car. Hit the safety car. Why? Why? Because you pick everything else. I want you to be perfect.
Jack DNF into the wall. He's alright, he just bounced off it. He's out there losing some front wing anyway, definitely with that one, I'd say. Yep. No. I don't know. He looked like he should have got it anyway, but PLR Owen and Jackson, 3/10 now through the tunnel. Down into the
just have been bigging it up. Kev's coming for a wing change and a set of mediums. They will get him to the end now.
Come on,
yeah,
Kev.
Definitely.
First set of boots.
That's a wise move from Kev.
Yeah, hopefully now he comes out without any traffic and he can just keep his rhythm to himself, and that's all he needs.
Might end up just behind Oliver, but Oliver's on the softs.
Big battle between Owen and Jackson.
No, he's
here,
in front
lads.
of he's in front of Oliver. He's fine.
Owen or Jackson trying to get the rear end down. Oh, diving in the inside. It didn't work out. These guys are giving it hammer and tongs now. Lap 21. Up the hill they go. PLR Owen, brilliant positioning of the car there. Jackson can stay behind. He's getting frustrated. He needs to try and do something, but yeah, patience is a virtue. Especially in this long race. There's going to be more situations, as we're pretty much guaranteed. Don't become one. That's the trick.
Patience saves wings.
I was just having a look at the details there between Assassin and Paynes. So Assassin's pretty much burned all his ERS by 15%. Paynes has got 65% ERS.
Wowzers. Just got to show his own pace on this track. He's still saving up battery power, and he's still catching Assassin. I mean, they both got pace in the league of their own, let's face it, but round here.
But I think Paynes is definitely going to have an advantage if he keeps that ERS and gets up behind Assassin. He's definitely going to have a drive.
VSC Liverpool fan, sorry to cut you off, Craig.
Shane?
I know, I'm sorry. I'm tired. Liverpool fans binned it just before the swimming pool section.
Oh, he's really put it into the wall there.
So much so that he's shaking the tyres off his wheels.
Is that your man Petrov trying to go through that wall again, is it?
I know that guy.
I know that guy. And they're back racing now.
And Paynes has made up 7/10 during that VFC. Was it 3/10 or?
That was 3/10. You're right. 3/10.
Pure Jackson is still behind the PLR Owen as well. Keeping an eye on that battle. They're the closest cars on track for position anyway. Only 4/10 between them. Lovely helicopter shot. Looking down, the car's accelerating out of the chicane now, down into the back. Lovely sweeping corner, a little bit wide by Pure Jackson, but he's okay. He's okay. Oh,
Jet DNF. King Curbs as well, quietly going about his business up in P3, and he's extending that gap from Quasar.
This battle is continuing.
I think King Curbs will be asking his engineer if he's calm. Is he calm? You got an issue?
Jackson has just passed Owen there, lads, just to keep you updated on that, sorry. Who are we having a look at?
The timber's right behind Itchy at the moment.
Oh, Itchy's just hit the wall, spun it.
Oh,
Itchy.
This is the commentator.
That's literally what just happened there.
It's probably the most annoying thing that can ever happen to you. Like, it looks like what he's done is when he's taken that left, he's just clipped his left rear and sent him round.
I've done that
hate
so many
it when
times.
that happens.
So many times.
Oliver Square, Pure Jackson lining up Oliver Square for the inside move in the chicane. He's made it stick. What a great move by himself.
Great move.
Absolutely picture perfect. Lick it, send it. That's what you like to see. The guys need to take note.
Shane did that to me last year. Twice.
Of course he did.
He did. He did. But I'm Nico Rosberg. I'm going to take my ball home and go. Hi, Shane.
Wish we had Nico Rosberg back now.
Paynes is 2.5 behind Assassin. And he has a visual, and he was just in the last corner.
Shane Mack is up for Oliver. He still thinks he can come back from the pit lane. So yeah, good man Oliver, get the new set of front wing. Your virtual safety car out there, lads.
No idea.
No.
Nope. Kevo's in 9th. Still going strong. 19 seconds behind the car in front, so he's picked up the pace there. But yeah, an L safety car wouldn't go amiss now, if I'm honest. Bunched them right back
I
up.
don't know.
But
yeah.
it's an interesting one up in front nonetheless. Oh, Paynes is after gaining that one.
Yeah.
He timed it perfectly. You've seen him counted down. He gained a second on Assassin. Thereabouts.
That's epic. Wow.
Yeah, absolutely.
ERS is up at 74% as well. Assassins is sitting at 20. Ooh, this can get pretty at the end, boys.
Yummy.
Yeah, a pack of Skittles is the colour of the rainbow.
PLR was just rejoined the track behind Itchy. You can see on the track map there. So fresh tyres on himself.
Run the streets of Monaco, rubbing shoulders with the stars. Unbelievable.
Down in the chicane. On board of Paynes we are now. The man in second looking ahead at the car. We're trying to hunt down up Assassin the Renault through the swimming pool section now as they go now as well.
There's the other McLaren.
What?
The other, sorry, to cut you off there, mate. The other McLaren spun in Citric Avenue. Timber.
Man. No way, Timber. Timber, what are you doing to us, Timber? The leaders are coming up on Timber actually in a minute. Are they lapping 7th position?
Yeah.
Wow, it's impressive. Boy, the ferocious pace from the lads in front, in fairness. That is impressive. So, Payne's looking in front of Assassin there. He's just able to see him through these corners, so he doesn't lose sight too much. As Assassin locks up into the corner there, down into the hairpin as well.
And he's there.
Inside the second.
On board with Assassin looking back, and he's there.
Assassin will be sweating.
Jack DNF in the tunnel.
Through the tunnel.
Oh, he's parked it well in there. You do that on Wednesday all he wants.
I agree.
Paynes is a 3-second time penalty.
Oh no.
I took some points off of him on Wednesday for you, Craig, anyway.
Ah, thank God.
Paynes is all over the back.
And it looks like we have Pure Jackson in the chicane having an issue too.
Yeah, that's something.
Now, this for the rest of this race between these two is going to be who blinks first.
Yeah. Both are on the same age of tyre, so you think both of them are going to have to pit. 9 laps to go, I would think.
I would say, if I'm Paynes here, knowing how much pace you've got compared to Assassin, let Assassin go in first.
Oh, so
I would go an extra lap. Because you're going to have that 3-second penalty, he needs to get in front of him to stretch that out.
Yeah. But it depends on the tyre wear. This is where it's with the money count and the money shot's going to happen.
We're assuming they need to pit again.
Is it worth doing an undercut?
Well, again, it depends on the tyre wear. If you know, the advantage is you're on the same age. You're on the same age of tyre, so you know if the other one's got to have to pit.
Yeah.
So
I think they're going to have to pit, and his Pains could probably get in and out before King Curbs comes round the corner as well. Which
yeah. So there's no pressure from behind. I think you might be right with the undercut there, Craig. It'd be worth giving it a shot. What else are you meant to do?
Well, the amount of ERS you've got, you know you've got it in the bank. It just all depends if Passassin can keep pressure up.
Well, he's within 5/10 anyway, so he's definitely putting on the pressure for Passassin. I say Pains now is just settled into Passassin's track times now, into his pace, which is also something he needs to take into consideration, because you don't want to get trapped in the car in front's pace, because you've arrived with momentum, and it's important you're able to use that sooner rather than later. Try and catch them napping into, I don't know, the chicane here as they just go through. But you have to try and use that momentum as soon as. I think
he's going to. If you're going to do it, you have to do it in the next couple of laps, because you know that the softs are probably going to last about a really good pace way, about 8 laps, 9 laps.
I'd just throw on another set of mediums, if I'm honest. Do you know what I mean?
Nah. This sort of stage now, soft tyre all the way to the end.
Yeah. So definitely on the street track. This has been this short.
The tyre wear isn't going to be anywhere near as bad as you think. I mean, if you're Pains here, you've got the penalty. If you can't get past him, you're not going to win the race, regardless anyway. But as soon as that gap is enough to guarantee you come out ahead of Curbs, then I'm in.
Oh, that's a big lock-up by Passassin there. That's definitely going to be eating that tyre.
Not doing his tyres any good at all. So they come through the tunnel now, line of stern, nose to rear gearbox. 4/10. It's been like that now for a few laps, but again, Pains is just having to calculate where Passassin is maybe weaker than him around this track and try and use it to his advantage somehow.
No, the amount of pressure Pains is putting on Passassin's dealing with it well, but there's a couple of lock-ups here and there, but if he just keeps his nose clean, and like you said, if Pains goes to the blink, Passassin might not have the answer for what straight away. And I think if Pains gets in front, he's off.
Yeah, I agree.
That's definitely, I think Pains has had the legs, as you say, Craig. Since he showed it in qualifying with that monumental pole position lap time, and it's translating into this race pace too. He has come back as well, don't forget, from an over 4-second gap at one stage to Passassin after them pit stops. Going through Portier now again, line of stern, only 6/10 between them. Closest battle on track, so we're obviously going to stick with it being the lead battle as well, with only 9 laps left in this Grand Prix. Pains needs to launch it. He needs to put him under pressure, put him offline, maybe create a bit of front wing damage if he can, lads.
Just a mistake. I think if Passassin gets a penalty, it's fair game. Full fair game.
I think he might have listened to me there. He's closing up through.
He's close this time.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be using all the overtake
now.
He's not going to get it this time. Pick up the hill, get a draft up the hill.
Here we are now. Can he take advantage? I don't think so. If you're able to position your car right, it's only a one-liner up there. Now in the casino they go, down the hill.
Still locking up, going into that corner of the tyres. Looks to be cooking a wee bit in there. Again, another lock-up. He's definitely under a lot of pressure.
Feeling the heat in this night race for show.
For show.
through the tunnel they go.
Super bad.
I tell it.
It's just such a magazine.
Oh my word.
I don't know. Crew, take over there for a minute while we go wash our faces here.
Don't be so daft.
Payne's trying to get that
Citric
lock.
Avenue, here we go.
Yeah, Payne's trying to get that run, trying to use that momentum, but he isn't able to do it, lads. Down into turn one, getting a good run there though, but still not close enough. It's like deja vu for the last few laps, so you can see this being like this as well for the rest of the race. Payne's trying to get a good run.
Oh, it's locking up heavily, very heavily locking up that left front.
He's blocking that inside into that hairpin. He's feeling a bit vulnerable through there. Now down into Portier they go. Watch out for Senna's crushed wheel there through the tunnel. 4/10 between them. Not close enough again this time to have a lunge down into the chicane, but you know he's thinking about it.
Paynes is definitely saving his ERS. He's still not using it. When Assassin is using all his ERS. Oh, he's got a great line run here. Just keep it tight and close. Oh, he's lost traction.
He lost the rear end.
Yeah, he did. He definitely lost the traction out there.
He would have been able to have a shot though if he had got that. Up the hill he goes, not choosing not to use his ERS this time. He's banking it up for the next run, I suppose, down into turn one.
I think he must have hit his ERS a wee bit too early coming out of the last corner and just give him a swarm. But that tyre, that lock up in that corner is pretty severe.
He thought about a little look-lended Paynes.
He's just
trying to
get Passassin to go offline.
Oh, it's agonisingly, tantalisingly close between these two lads now at the end of this race. You know, you can feel the tension building between these two. They have a substantial lead in the championship between them, so it's not as if it's a five-driver battle at the moment. They can afford to have a lunge here, and if they both come off worse for wear, it's not too bad.
I thought you run wide there. He has run wide. He's right behind them. He's right behind them.
This is his chance.
He's blocking the
contact.
line. That was sticking the car right. That was a proper Schumacher move there, sticking the car right in the middle of the road. The Paynes had to make the squirm.
And that's the message Passassin has told Paynes. Don't even try it out. I'll put my car in a compromising position and it's up to you to have the accident or not. Fair play to Passassin. Great defending, in fairness. Nothing he done wrong there. Paynes trying to take the opportunity but just couldn't quite establish himself alongside enough to take control of the situation. So, status quo again between these two leaders. How are they going to fare over the next few laps? They mightn't be as kind to each other the next time that opportunity arises. Down into the back they go. Great to see the lines off. These guys, Payne's a little bit squirrely through there, but oil control slide more than anything else. Great to see these guys showing us how it's done to keep it nice, these lines consistent and fast. Slow is fast. When you're pushing, you're a little bit out of control, and that's not what you want to be seeing. These guys are showing a masterclass here this evening. Running up the hill now again, not close enough for the opportunity. Paynes just has to bide his time. Ooh, Passassin, bit of a lock up there. So we know Passassin's a little bit slower through this sector. He feels the need to just put that car over half a car's length just to block that attempt, if there is any, from Paynes in his mind. Through Portier into the tunnel. Again, not close enough. That's just the aim of the game. That's the frustrating bit for the car behind. Getting close enough is hard.
Looks like a bit of aim plate in the middle of the road there if it's come through that section.
Yeah, it was Timber. Payne's teammate just had a little bit of a moment there at the exit of the swimming pool. Looks like we lost Itchy as well. Looks like he's retired in the pit lane.
Oh, that's a squirm. There was a big squirm there.
Itchy finally thrown in a towel. Hard luck to himself there. We have Pure Jackson out there actually on the back of Alpha Stun as well. So I'm going to keep an eye on that at the bottom, and if something I feel like is going to happen, I'm going to jump away because these guys are quite.
Another lock-up from Assassin.
But it distracted the car behind crew. You didn't get. Ooh. I don't know.
I'm not sure if Assassin's got a bit of wing damage.
Oh, but squidge there. Let's see. Well, he's got both end plates. He seems to be okay. Yeah, both end plates are on the car.
Yeah,
I think
Pure
the tyres are
Jackson's
going
past
up.
Alpha Stone there, so
Yeah,
just
yeah.
But they were, both of them probably would have been supposed to come in on lap 30 to have the optimum speed for the tyre, but they've obviously
Oh,
kept it going.
Bambino's just gone off at the chicane at the end of the tunnel. I'll just jump on board with Kevo now so we can see him when he gets to it.
Paige is right on the rear end of Assassin again.
Oh, yeah. Bambino's gone.
not close enough to launch the attack, but he is right on the back arse of Passassa now. He's sniffing glory, or he's sniffing something. Anyway, he's that close at this time. 3/10 between them now.
You can get in trouble for the bonus for being that close to somebody's backside.
Telling you, it's social distancing, lads. Come on now, come on, easy on. They're threatening now. Look at this. It's getting to the crunch time with 37 laps. Only a lap and a half really to go, or 2.5 laps, I should say.
Yeah, Bambino also retired. Both Hasses who've been scoring very strongly throughout the season so far. No points for Haas today.
Kevo up to 5th. Go on, Kev. Great race from Kevo, keeping his nose clean, out of the wall. PLR Owen and Alpha.
Pain's
Close up
pushing
the
the track
hill.
limits a
Alpha
little
Stone
bit.
is wide. Owen takes the inside
Oh,
line.
yeah,
a
exactly.
little bit of contact.
It's put him back again. It's definitely that contact coming at the last corner is costing Pains.
Is that Passassin just lifting off when Pains wants to get in the throttle? You know the way you can do that, and it's like, you can't do what you want to do to get that run. Sneaky tactics some of these drivers do use. We've heard it from Jacques Villeneuve back in the day as well, so it's not too uncommon.
Oh, right round his right. See, that's slow. Payne's being that slow through that corner, it's like compromising his exit because he's having to come slow right down. Payne's might actually need to overtake him coming out the tunnel to have a shot.
Well, he's only going to get one more chance now.
But even
He's
then,
not going to make up his 3 seconds there, I don't think.
It's all about bragging rights now at this day and age. But yeah, what's he going to do? He's trying to go around the outside, the inside. Through the last corner, trying to get the run. The DRS, the overtake is on, but he's not close enough. Onto the final lap they go.
Pure Jackson is out. Pure Jackson is out.
At the top of the hill, just where these boys are now.
Ooh, oh, lads. That would have
that's
been.
tripped Pains into the wall as well.
Yeah. But there we go. Anyway, Assassin, if that was real life, he would have been right into the back of Jackson. But ultimately, he's alright. He's a second in front now. I think that might be game, set, and match with Pains' penalty too, lads.
I think that might just classify Jackson, as he was lapped and it was the last lap of the race that happened, so he might still get classified, he might still nick a point, I'm not sure. We'll see what the race director says at the end.
There's still 12 drivers, though, that's the only thing.
There's reserves though, mate, there's 3 reserves, so...
He is in 10th at the moment anyway, with Vintage and Judah Gomo in 11 and 12. But not to take anything away from the race leader now, Passassin coming through Citrus Avenue, Anthony Oaks, the last corner. What a great win. I think he's after stealing it from Paynes today, but he is the king in Monaco this evening. What a great win from Passassin. Congratulations to himself with Paynes in second. A great battle driving between them two boys.
Great defensive driving from Passassin.
Yeah. And then we go all the way back to the hairpin now, so we're going to be on board at King Curbs.
With half his wing left, nursing it home.
Fair play to me. Quasar's closing, but we don't know if he'll get in time. Oh, lads, Kevo's coming through the second last corner now. I'm on board with him. Kevo about to cross the line in 5th position, a tier 2 driver.
That is a great drive from Kevo.
Race by himself, yeah.
Fantastic drive from Kev.
With half a wing as well.
With half a wing. Oh, 3-second penalty for King Curbs. That could get Equator into 3rd place. Oh, I hope that doesn't happen. Nothing against Equator, but I hope that nothing against Equator, but Curbs has just driven quiet race and done a brilliant job for 3rd. Equator just keeps his P3. Equator P4. Owen as well, another tier 2 driver, P6.
Well done, Owen, you absolute legends.
Tier 2 representing, boys. That's what we like to see. And P10 as well.
Aboard Owen there as we come back in. But yeah, what a great race. Fair play to Passassin, lads. He smashed it out of the park with Kevo, the driver of the day.
Quite rightly as well.
Passassin with the win, lads. He stole it from Paynes. He got the jump on him in the pits during that wet to dry interval, and that was the end of that chapter.
That is how the cookie crumbled.
Yeah, the champagne is flowing there. The drivers representing their countries as always. The flags on top of the drivers. Well done to the lads. Fair play to them.
Yep, Jackson does classify in P12. He'll get something out of that for the reserves being there.
Lucky boys. But yeah, what a race, lads. Action packed from the start to the finish. I was on the edge of my seat literally the whole time.
Get the boys in for a chat.
Yeah, Viper Passassin in first, Paynes in second, and King Curbs in third. We see Quasar in fourth, Kevo fifth, PLR in sixth, Ola Square down in seventh, Alpha Stun in eighth, Tumba in ninth, and ALR Vintage in that's your top 10 with Judah Gomo in 11th, Pure Jackson down in 12th, and the rest of the lads DNF'd. Action packed, lads, elbows out. That's what we want to see. That's PLR racing.
Yep.
Good showing for the good showing for the tier 2 drivers, though.
Yeah, great showing. Looks like we got some work to do on Wednesday night, Gav.
Too right. I need to put in some practice laps. And the race leader has joined us. The race winner, Passassin. Congratulations.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Oh my god, a win at Monaco is better than a win anywhere else, in my opinion.
You seemed to steal it from Paynes in the pit stops there, and you never looked back in fairness. Was there any point where you thought you was going to launch it down the inside?
No, I just I knew I saw M Plate fall off his car when he was behind the Equals at the start of the stint before the first safety car, and well, yeah, I mean, I was pushing. He was cutting down that gap each lap, and those VSCs, I'm not good under VSC, as it turns out.
Yeah, he lost a second.
He was putting all the pressure.
Yeah, I think he lost about a second at one stage there, but with the restart of the VSC, seemed if Paynes must have just timed it nicely to get the run on you there with gaining a second at least out of you.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that at the end when he was just on my gearbox for the entire, within a second for the last 10 laps, each lap was a year of my life expectancy going down.
Well, we loved to hear anyway. We thought we were hoping for a lunge or something, but it was a great race between you nonetheless.
Yeah, it's Monaco. It's so hard to overtake, and I'm just glad that I got the jump in the pit lane. I was and when I saw his wing being held up in the pits, I was like, yes,
Go, go, go.
go, 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 get the fastest pit stop ever.
Well done to you
that was a
anyway,
great
man.
race.
Well done.
Yeah, the
King,
rain. Oh.
King Curbs there in third now as well. Fair play to you, King. Great race.
Yeah, some good pace.
You just about kept it there at the very end as well, so we were delighted to see that. Absolutely.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, half a
Here he
second
is.
with that wing, with that penalty you got in the last lap, literally last few corners. It was like, oh god, I hope he don't lose it. No.
Well, it was a great race anyway from everybody out there. You are great to keep your front nose clean, and that seemed to be the aim of the game today. Pains, you're there. You came second. You seem to have got robbed in that race, if we're completely honest, with your pole lap and your pace during the end of the race. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles, as we said at the time. How do you feel?
Well, it was a good race, first of all. Assassin kept me on my toes the whole race, and I just couldn't get past him. And yeah, I was annoyed because that lap one, it was Assassin tried to overtake him on the outside, and I was turning all the way right, and I think he clipped my rear tyre. And so that's when Tommy got past, and I broke my wing on lap one.
Yeah, there was a lot of going on there in the first turn. It was stressful, and I mean, you definitely had better pace than me cutting down that gap each lap. But that unfortunate for that wing damage.
Yeah.
Must say that was a great move around the outside from Tommy at the start there. You two seem to get yourselves caught up in turn one, and he just came swooping around the outside. But yeah.
That's Monaco. All done. Thank you, gentlemen. Well done, fellas.
Thanks, lads. We're looking forward to Tier 2 now ourselves on Wednesday. It's going to be an interesting one. Now, don't you be saying that. You know, you have the three commentators in there now on Wednesday. Don't mind Shane. It's Lemony Tang you want to be watching out for. He's Lemony
Tang in Citric Avenue.
Yeah, he's looking to do a blocking masterclass if he can on Wednesday evening. But sure, stick around, stay tuned. Hopefully you'll be behind.
I don't agree with it, but because he's my teammate. But I hope it's Monster that you're blocking all the way around the race again. Like how many times you've done that this season?
I'm gonna go hard for a stint and let everyone pit, and I'm just gonna stay in front of you for about 5 laps and then pit. Let the carnage commence.
Right, I think that's us, isn't it?
Yeah. Alright, everybody. Thanks again to all our followers out there. Comments on YouTube and all, they don't go amiss. Thanks all for everybody for watching. Don't forget to check out our racing now on Wednesday at 10 o'clock from the PLR Tier 2 lads, and Friday from 9 o'clock for the Tier 3. That's me over and out, lads. Do you just want to put anything else?
No, it's just 9 o'clock on Friday. I don't know what you said.
9 o'clock?
I thought you said 3. I don't know, I'm tripping. I'm tired.
4 o'clock Eastern.
Maybe I am tripping. It's 5 o'clock somewhere as well, don't forget. So it's always a good excuse. Yeah.
And somewhere the pubs are open, but hey, such is life. I can at least go and sit and look at the pub.
I know. Alright, everybody. Take it easy, all the best, and have a great one. And see you Wednesday.
Yeah, take care, everyone, boys and girls. Big